just want to share with you guys some remedies, some home remedies that you can do to really boost that immune system up and strengthen you. Got to talk in code a little bit because I have gotten flagged before, and even to the point where I can't run any kind of ads on this platform at all. So I can't even pay these people to let me talk about my business in an ad format because I talk about health and wellness, and I guess that's offensive to some people. But right now I want to share with you guys some recipes that is going to help boost up your immune system, especially if you get this one virus that's going around right now. And so I want to help you, I really do. So especially my family members, if you're watching this and you're the ones who happen to be in hospitals and struggling with this one thing, I want to help you. But the first thing I'm going to talk about is my flu bomb recipe. This flu bomb recipe comes from naturopath medicine, and it works so well. It's so good. So here's the ingredients. Get your pen and pencil out, or pen or paper out, and take some notes here on this recipe, okay? The first thing you're gonna need is 1 clove of garlic crushed. And let me just tell you, you're gonna be putting this in a little saucepan on the stove, okay? The next thing you're gonna need is a quarter teaspoon of grated ginger. Now, I hope you can see this okay. It looks like it's coming through okay. You're gonna need 1 drop of eucalyptus oil. Essential oil, 100% essential oil, eucalyptus oil, okay? 1 drop eucalyptus oil. You're gonna need 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper's amazing. Again, this is a flu bomb to kick the flu and any flu-like symptoms a lot quicker. All right. The next thing you're going to need is 1/2 of a lemon juice. You're going to need a teaspoon of raw honey. Local honey's best, but raw honey, 1 teaspoon. You know what's even better than local honey is Manuka honey. Manuka honey is very expensive, but man, is it a powerhouse to boosting your immune system. If you can spring for Manuka honey, get it. The next thing you'll need is 1/3 cup of hot water. And the last ingredient is 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. Now, this is really only enough for 1 shot, 1 serving. It's not going to be like your whole day's worth. Here's what you're going to want to do. Each day, triple this recipe. You're going to take this 3 times each day. Okay, so morning, noon, and evening, take this flu bomb. And I promise you, you're going to start kicking whatever you've got going on a lot quicker. Okay, so in addition to the flu bomb recipe, what would I recommend to somebody who has this virus or has flu-like symptoms, or even a cough and a cold and they want to get better quicker? The first thing I would tell them to do is to starve it out. What does that mean? That means we're not consuming a bunch of food, especially not sugar and flour. So we're drinking bone broth, homemade bone broth, hopefully, or we're doing some soups, some nourishing whole food soups, okay? So that's my first thing I would say, is to starve it out. A lot of viruses like to feed on sugar and carbohydrate stuff that turns to sugar in the body. So let's make sure we think about How much am I eating? Do I really need to eat? Can I do some fasting? Can I do some intermittent fasting at least for the duration of this thing that's going on in your body? Okay. The next thing I would say, and that is also no sugar, no flour. Okay. No sugar or flour. I would also say to you to be drinking lots of green juice. So even though we're not eating food, we're doing more liquids. So celery juice is awesome. Think of green juices that are very low in sugar. It can have a green apple to sweeten it up, but you want to add that with some cucumber and some lemon and some spinach or some romaine, and you just make a nice big green, I would even say a juice is better than a smoothie. Because it gets to you on a cellular level a lot better than all the fiber and stuff that's in the whole entire vegetable and fruit. The fiber's nice, but for this time, I would juice mainly. I would do juice, okay? So green juice. I have a restaurant here that sells amazing homemade bone broth. I could just go there and pick up 3 little cups of that broth a day and just sip on that if I was sick. And that's what I would be ingesting for the day. Making a pot of my homemade chicken noodle soup. That's what I would do. And then I would be drinking some green juice, getting some celery juice, going to a nice juice bar and checking the label to see how much sugar. You don't want a lot of sugar in that. I would say no more than 4 grams, okay? So I want a very low sugar beverage that's a green juice. That's important. That maybe has ginger in it, even some turmeric. That could be very helpful in your green juice. The next thing would be, I would say, if you're gonna eat solid food, stay away from like meats more because they're harder on the body to digest. So here's what I would say. Do some more lentils. I would do a red lentil dal and a kachiri. Have you heard of kachiri? Kachiri is an Ayurveda warming dish and it's very nourishing. You could even look it up on Amazon and have a kachiri kit meld to your house, and then you just mix it up and it's amazing. So lessen the meat, bring in the lentils and the beans and stuff if you feel like you need something more solid in you than liquid, okay? Then I would say for sure, and this should probably be number 1, is make sure you're getting your electrolytes. That is your magnesium, potassium, calcium, and salt. So put salt in your water. Put salt on everything. And I'm not talking like white salt. I'm talking Celtic salt's the best. Celtic salt, C-E-L-T-I-C. You can get that on Amazon. Followed by Redmond's Real Salt, followed by pink Himalayan salt, because those salts have the most minerals in them. Make sure you're staying up on your electrolytes. Okay, I've said this so many times. You got to have those electrolytes. And then, of course, you need to be drinking lots of water. So you're putting salt and you're putting electrolytes in your water, but you're refilling that bottle every day. And even if your throat is sore and you don't like to swallow and it's hard, you got to force yourself to drink more liquids, okay? The broths will help for sure. But getting more water in your body, it doesn't have to be ice cold. You could even just sip on hot water, and that's going to be soothing for your throat. Herbal teas are going to be amazing. Teas that boost the immune system, immunity teas, look for those because those are going to help a ton. Okay, so that's some stuff we can do. Now, when people get this one virus, there are a couple of things they can go down to Mexico and purchase. They can't purchase it here in the United States. Maybe they have to go into a dark alley to get it because some people don't want you to have it. But in Mexico, you can get this thing for cheap, and these things for cheap, and you can really start to heal your body. One of those things starts with an H and hydroxy, and you know what else. I'm going to give you the recipe for that right now. You try to look this up online and you'll see big red X marks through it because people don't want you to know. It's kind of like the best kept secret. They might say, oh, it's dangerous, don't do that. It's not dangerous, okay? It's actually something everybody should know, is how to treat their body when a virus comes on and how to do that naturally and not be dependent on pharmaceuticals all the time. I'm about to give you that recipe. Okay? It's that one thing that starts with an H. I don't want to say it because I'm pretty sure I'll get banned for that. And it ends in oroquin. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. Okay? So here's the recipe for the H. Okay? The big H. What you're going to do is and they have this at your grocery store. You're going to go get some tonic water. Okay? Tonic water. Unflavored, okay? Tonic water has quinine in it. Quinine is that ingredient that is antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, antiviral. It's amazing, okay? So we want that tonic water. It'll come in like a liter bottle. Yep. And then you're going to need 3 lemon peels. So you're going to peel the lemon. Don't use the lemon, use the peel. 3 grapefruit peels. Don't use the fruit, use the peels. Okay. What do we do with those? That's it. This is all the ingredients, okay? To make this big H thing that people are going down to Mexico to get. I'm teaching you how to get this right now. What you're going to do is mix those peels. You're going to put them in a pot. You're going to pour the tonic water until it's like 2 to 3 inches above those peels, okay? You're gonna simmer that on probably a medium to medium low heat for 2 to 3 hours. Then what you're gonna do is let that cool completely. And when that's simmering, you need to have a lid on it, okay? So put lid on that. Do not remove the lid at all costs. Keep the lid on the pot. Do not take the lid off the pot when it's still hot. So it's coming to a complete cool, okay? You're gonna cool completely. Once it's cool, then you can take off the lid, you can strain it, and you're going to take, here's the dosage, okay? You're gonna take actually you can add a little bit of honey. Again, the Manuka honey would be the best. So let's add 1 teaspoon of honey, okay? Or a tablespoon, just to sweeten it up, because it's gonna be very bitter. You might need a tablespoon or so. So we'll go, we're gonna take 1 tablespoon of that liquid every 3 hours until symptoms subside. So not when you're sleeping, you don't have to wake yourself up to do this, but during the waking hours, you do 1 tablespoon every 3 hours. Okay, that's it. That's gonna boost your immune system up. That's gonna help you kick a virus. And if you happen to have the other special drug that people get in Mexico, it starts with an I and ends in ectin, that's only $5 if you go over the border, and you can get some there in any pharmacy. Just want to throw it out there. But I want you to know, if anything else, I hope that I can be a resource for you guys to help you treat your body when it happens to go into disease of any kind, or catch a virus, or get even just the common cold or something coming on. All of this stuff works amazingly well. So if this sounds awesome to you and you like what I'm saying, come learn more about what I do at healthcoachheather.com, and I would love to just keep answering any questions for you and helping you guys and supporting you in your health and wellness any way that I can. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Reach out if you have any questions at all. And I hope that you don't get the thing, and if you do get the thing, then I hope that you recover quickly, and you know that your body can be this vessel that can kick things, because you're boosting your immune system by eating clean, exercising your body, and giving it the right nutrition and vitamin D from outside. So amazing. Our Creator gave us everything we need, you guys. It's so amazing. And I want to teach that to you today. So hope you take that, share it, and spread the love and help other people too. Okay, bye-bye.